Hey guys, welcome back to Bold and Saved, where it's your girl Helen Collins, where we're keeping it straight, we keep it holy over here. So in today's video, I will be doing some back to school advice, college edition, for a girl who's entering her junior year at Freshmen University. So, before we get into the advice part and the essentials for my incoming freshmen, I just want you guys to like, subscribe, and share, and let your people know just to come over, right on over, for we are kings and queens of the Almighty King. No, actually, daughters and sons of the Almighty King. So, let's go ahead and get right into the video, guys. So the first piece of advice that I would give to my incoming freshmen is to get involved and join clubs. The reason why I say this because it just depends on where you're at, what university you're going to, what clubs they have, what sports they have. Sometimes if you're into sports, but for me, I attend BCM, which is a Baptist Collegiate Ministry, which focuses on college students and their relationship with Christ. And also another thing you should know about college is not high school. That's another thing. But get involved with your college, make memories, make new friends, and just find out what clubs pique your interest. Because for me, I didn't really join clubs my freshman year. I just kind of like focused on my academics and just had fun later, instead of just taking in the excitement and the fun part of college that a lot of people enjoy. Also another piece of advice: don't stress when it comes to homework, tests, or exams, because if you do stress, that does take a toll on your body. But not only that, as long as you're doing like active recall, studying with note cards, you'll find your own study technique to study for exams. But also remember that every class is different when it comes to studying. So if you're doing a science, sometimes you like to draw things out, do that. But if you're like a history, if you're in a history class, sometimes definitions and writing down the person's name is the best way to go. But also, if you want to take an 8:30 class, that is up to you. A lot of college students say don't take 8:30 classes, but if you're a morning person, go for it. If you're already used to getting your body up in the morning. For me, I was not a morning person. I was kind of like a night bird. But when I did take an 8:30 class, it just motivated my body to get my body moving and just to go ahead and get my brain working throughout the day, so I could just focus on what I need to get done and the assignments that I need to get copied down. Also, as I said before, make new friends. Go to the event that your university is hosting. Not only that, don't box yourself in when it comes to the college life. But also another thing you should know, just know your boundaries, what you won't compromise on. Because for me, I'm not a party person. But if there's a party on campus and there's like, of course I'm going to go because it's on campus and it's safe, it's fun, and etc. Also, when it comes to syllabus week, for us it's welcome week for the incoming freshmen. All just that first week of school, it's just kind of like your professor giving out their syllabus. Sometimes the professor will start material on that exact same day. So if your professor does start teaching on that same day, go ahead and get your iPad, your computer, your pen and paper or notebook. Go ahead and start writing that stuff down so you can go ahead and get familiar with the material that you'll be studying for that you'll be doing for that class. Also, don't rush to get out of college so fast. For me, I wanted to go to college 4 years, get my degree, go work, and just become a family nurse practitioner with my doctorate degree. But right now I am retaking some classes just to get my GPA up before I go into the nursing program, but also just having fun while I'm doing that, because sometimes when you do take a class again, you're kind of already familiar with the material, but sometimes you don't want the same professor. I have a different professor this semester, so I don't know his teaching style yet, but once I do, I'll be able to assess myself and get my work done. Also, it is okay for you to be unsure what you don't want to major in yet or what you want to do in your career. But for me, the best piece of advice that when it comes to people that are unsure, what are your favorite things to do? What do you enjoy doing? What are some hobbies that you like doing? Whether that's music, whether that's photography, art, whatever you love doing, go with something that you love and not something that you will never really enjoy or want to know about. So for me, I'm doing nursing because I do love helping people, and for me, I'm not scared of needles. I'm not afraid of blood. But also, go to sporting events that you're other events that other clubs are hosting. For us, like, we have a talent show every year for just to display different talents that college students can just get out of their comfort zone. Some I have seen people dance. I have seen people sing. I've seen a person do play the piano with a blindfold on. So you never know. Just like go to different events. Go to, especially like if a sorority is hosting one, go to experience it and just see what it's like. Also, when it comes to your professors and just college in general, college is not high school, because normally high school teachers will let you know when an assignment's due. Like, they'll remind you before it's due, and then they'll tell you the assignment's due. College professors will remind you, but it's not as like frequent. They'll tell you what assignment's coming up, and actually when it's due. So that's what I'm saying. Go ahead and get a planner. Write down the materials you need. Go ahead and get your schedule prepared. Go ahead and write down when your exams are, when homework's due, when quizzes are coming. Go ahead and get familiar with the material. Also, college professors do not play around when it comes to college, but also they are there to help you because they once been in college and they know what college is like, and it can be stressful sometimes. But if your professor does provide office hours, go to them if you are confused or any material that you don't quite understand, and they can help you understand that material. It just depends on who your professor is. And one thing that I do, I go on Rate My Professor, and I look at my teacher and see what star rating, what the difficulty is, and just read the comments. And like, if you feel secure enough to go to that professor, go with that professor. If other students have commented on it, some college students don't, but the people that have taken that professor, they'll post it and just let you know what's the real deal. Also, for my university, they do give us excused absences, but be mindful of the excused absences that you have. For us, it just depends on what the professor, how many weeks is in that semester. But just go ahead and be mindful, but also make a friend in that class. So if you miss a day and they're there, you can just ask them, what did I miss yesterday? And you can copy off of them and just go ahead and get your mind and just go ahead and get familiar with it. Also, find different study techniques, study patterns that will best benefit you. For me, I always study just to know the information, but not to understand the information. But now I understand I need to read to understand, because knowing my profession, I need to know I need to know blood pressure, high blood pressure, all this stuff that goes in within being a nurse, who is also a child of God, by the way. But also, the best thing I can give you is to have fun and just make friends, be yourself, but also know your boundaries, what you won't compromise on when making new friends, and what you don't or do not like. And just experience the college life. And just, for me, I have enjoyed college so far. It's just sometimes like the work can be a little overbearing, but as long as you get it done and you do it properly and you just stick with it. This is my third year, so I've just kind of like experienced 2 years. But just go ahead and get yourself prepared the best way you can. Like when it comes to being in a relationship with God, for me, I really want to spend time with God this semester, because I've always spent time with God, but when it comes to college, I have created a habit where my Bible's on my desk, but I never read my word while in college. I kind of just read it just to keep my mind on it. But I need to spend intimacy time with God, and just to know, just to see what His instructions are for me, especially at college. With that being said, that will be the end of today's video, guys. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and please share with another person. Just let them know, like, just go ahead and join the family. And also, as children of God, we are called to lay hands on the sick, to bring things down, and just to allow God to be glorified through our lives, because that's our main purpose. But the things that He has planned for us, no man can touch, and anything that in any door that He's opened, no man can close, and whatever closed, no man can open. But however, I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next video, and please comment down below what kind of video you want me to do next, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.